Welcome to Jimbo's Garage.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Jimbo's Garage. Well, it's a sad day here in the shop today. The old Ryobi 12-inch drill press has finally gave up the ghost. Let the smoke out, shit the bed, whatever you want to call it, she's done. And I gotta say, she doesn't really owe me a dime. I've had this for at least 20 years, and I remember the day I purchased it, I got it for $89, regularly $99. I got it for $89. I thought that was the deal of the day, and it's the best thing that I ever had for the last 20 years here in my shop. The thing has really served me well. It has literally drilled thousands and thousands of holes over the last 20 years or so, and it's never given me any problems at all. It's worked perfectly fine. There's just been a couple of things that I've changed over that period of time. I put a new chuck in it. I've added, you might remember, I added the old oil can holder right there, and put this little wood base on here. Other than that, things work perfectly fine. But recently I've got this project here in my shop over the last couple of days I've been working on that's fairly large, and I think there's a total of 1,600 holes that we've had to drill and 800 countersinks on top of that. So we're right down to the very end right here, and she finally just gave up. So you know what, all good things must come to an end. So out with the old and in with the new. I'm going to take this thing out, put the new one in, and show you what I got. Let's do it. All right, well, there it is. The old Ryobi is seen its last days. Actually, I think what the problem was is the motors just started to wear out. You know, right down the stretch, it started getting louder and louder, squealing like a pig, and I couldn't afford any downtime, so I had to move quickly on something like this. Like I said, I spent a lot of time researching, trying to find the best thing, but it kind of just wore me out. So I settled on this little shop fox down at KBC Tools right down the street. Made a couple adjustments, wired some things up with some zip ties, and then put the chuck key holder there on the side, and we were good to go. Okay, well, here it is. This is what I replaced it with. This is called the 13 1/4 Shop Fox Oscillating Drill Press. You know, I did a lot of research going into this morning, and it drives me crazy to try to find the best deal I can and the best fit that I can. And there were literally so many options to choose from. It just got overwhelming for me. So after all, it is just a drill press. It's just a bench top drill press. It's replacing my Ryobi that worked perfectly for 20 years plus. So I decided to go with this one right here. There was a couple things that made me go with this one right here. It has a 3/4 horsepower motor versus probably a 1/2 horsepower on the Ryobi. Yeah, the table's a little bit bigger in diameter right here. But overall, everything is pretty much you know, relatively the same. I'm sure that I'm going to get some good use out of it, the same as I did the Ryobi. But you know, there's a couple things to note. You know, it just seems like, you know, 20, 25 years ago when you bought something, the quality just seemed to be a little bit better than it is today. You know, things just aren't quite as good today as they were back then. At least that seems that way to me. One of the features on this that I actually took off the Ryobi was the chuck holder right here. This is something that a Ryobi had, and this one doesn't have any option like that. And I was used to this. Every time that I used it, I always put the chuck key back, and so I never really lost it. So something that I'm used to. So I just took that bracket off and drilled and tapped and put that right up here, and hopefully that's going to work out really good. So anyways, there it is, the new benchtop drill press, the Shop Fox, replacing the old Ryobi that's now retired. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my website at jimbosgarage.com. I've got a whole new line of t-shirts, hats, and of course my torch lead holders. So check that out. And also follow us on Instagram, check out us on Facebook. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week.
See you next time on Jimbo's Garage.